No, actually, I did not learn the flute first.
Oh.
I was a vocalist.
Oh.
But now Aditi is here, so don't want lah.
It's mine.
It's theirs.
It's ours.
It's
Your
impression
of Nanyang.
And welcome my Guruji, Dr. Gana.
Yay.
Thank you very much for coming for this episode.
You're most welcome. I'm so honored today.
We have been talking about you for a long time.
Yeah, I think from the first episode.
Every day, every episode we
God.
mention you. That is how important you are to us.
That's why I'm having hiccups. No, hiccups. In Indian, saying that if you have hiccups, somebody's thinking of you.
But you always tell me evil eyes.
Yeah.
Is hiccups.
Is it different thing, is it?
That's different thing.
Yeah, different.
Drishti, they call it. Evil
Drishti.
eyes. You know, the Turkish, they have the evil eye. You can see the Turkish.
yes.
They have the blue and then the light blue and then the white
Yep.
logo. That's evil eye. So what is evil eye for us? Wow, Aditi, you're so beautiful, Aditi. They say that means evil eye already.
Then confirm I fall sick tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aditi, you
Wow, like
sang
that.
so
That's what
well.
they say lah. That's what they say.
Aditi, you so beautiful voice.
And then
Aditi,
tomorrow I lose my voice.
yeah, sorry, so nice. All these are wow. For us, must do something because too much of negative already. Even though it's positive energy for what she has.
Yin yang must
Yeah,
balance
yeah.
off.
Yeah,
Must
correct,
balance.
correct,
Really,
correct,
So
correct.
we do drishti by doing. It sounds funny. There are 3 different types of drishti. One, you take the chili padi,
Mm-hmm.
a chili, the dry chili, and put salt and ask her to spit.
No.
Must
No, not like that lah.
Normal spit, and then they go turn in 3 times on the head.
do you do
And-
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Really?
then throw in the fire.
Oh.
So that it will
It will
crackle.
burst. So the
burst.
more it cracks, right, that means the more people have like put evil eye
Yeah.
on you.
Oh.
The other one is just salt. So I usually just put the salt, and I
yeah.
do. And then you put it in water.
Yeah, that is another one. And then the third one, people who smell the chili crane will go to all the way up, right? So they don't want this burning chili
The
crane, the dry chili.
The dry
Mm.
chili.
You
when
put in
burn
fire,
it,
it'll be like,
you just-
oh, you'll cough
you
and
just like
go to
put
your
it
eyes.
into hot fire, like
Wow.
fire, just throw it, and then it will like.
Yeah, it's a very, very high sensation.
Can we
But then
do you all do this? How often do you
my
all do
mother
this?
used to do it for me last time. Then now we used to do the fire. You know the camphor? They put that and then they ask
And then
you
they
to
set
go.
it on fire.
Oh.
My mother does it every time I have a performance.
Yeah.
When I
Oh.
finish and
It
I
is
come
do.
back home, confirm will do.
Every parents who think that artists or you look beautiful or you wear nice sari and go outside and come back,
Confirm.
they'll have to do. Or they will do another thing. They will take the mai and put here before you go.
You know what I draw around my eye, right? The one they'll put behind, like they'll
Somewhere.
put a little dot somewhere just to make
It's
sure
to,
that it
ward
will
off.
prevent the evil eye from like
Yeah,
getting to you.
ward off
So
evil eye.
that thing is eye replacement.
Yeah, yeah. Third
Before
eye.
you give me the evil eye, I
Yeah.
draw myself.
I have protection.
one.
Yeah.
It's
You all
like they
have
put on
in your
the babies lah, right?
Ah,
The
yeah,
baby-
same thing lah.
Maybe you put
Yeah.
either the feet or here. You have this in your customs, anything?
I think
Like that evil eyes thing?
Maybe have lah. Last time, the Malay people practice it because we were quite close to the, I think, Hinduism and Buddhism as well. So some of the practices fell onto our older generations lah. Then after that, cannot be done because according to our religion, cannot do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call it kannuru or evil drishti. Drishti, yeah. That's one of it.
But I saw some of them, they draw the eyes on the hand one.
Ah, yeah, sometimes they draw on the hands.
That's henna.
Ah.
That's
Hand. Also, you draw eyes also?
yeah, they do
Oh, no,
different
they will
different
draw
patterns.
like dots and then they will do,
Yeah.
you know, like this mandala designs
Yeah.
or whatever they call it, right?
So, let me quickly introduce Gana sir. Right? Gana sir is also one of the most friendliest and kind person that I have met, right?
Mm.
And Gana sir is my flute teacher. I learned the Indian flute from him since I think 2012. I was mesmerized by one of the performance. I heard him play the flute while we playing in the same concert
Yes.
at NUS.
At University Cultural Center, yes.
Subsequently went to find him for class. Was that my concert master Yan Chong knows him, and I said, oh, I really love Gana sir's playing. You know, can I learn from him? He said, yeah, I know him. Then he brought me to the room,
Yeah.
and then we exchanged contact.
Actually,
Then-
I didn't allow him to come in first.
Why?
But I saw him having a box of chocolates. And that's the time when my kids were there. Then I said, hey, hi, students. Do you think I should accept him as my student? Actually, I wanted to accept you. Just want to play a trick lah. So then all the students were there. sir, please accept him because we won the chocolates.
Oh.
Then, okay, come in and sit down. Yes. Then he won the first prize for the National Indian competition.
Oh.
Playing what song?
Bo
The
Shambo.
Bo
the
Shambo.
one and only piece I know how to play.
Before he came to the Sota, where he was entering, the judge, Sikal sisters,
Oh, wow,
Mala,
yeah.
Mala, Chikal Mala was telling, oh, here he comes. All of them, oh, there he comes, all waiting for him to come. My other students, all, they don't care one. When Chinglun walked in, like, oh, he comes here.
Exotic.
Then I heard from behind, then all kept pin drop silent. And this boy shone and it won their hearts.
Oh.
Standing ovation.
Wow.
So I think what I really enjoy learning the Indian culture was that it's really different from Chinese, right? For example, when you watch an Indian performance, you put thala, right?
Yep.
So it's an interaction between the audience and the performer.
Yep.
But for when we watch a concert, concertos, symphony, in betweens of movements, actually we are not allowed to clap.
With
You know,
conductor.
we want to finish the whole symphony, then
Yep.
we applause for
Yep.
So it is a culture, right? But
Yes.
actually in Chinese music, right, in the opera, back in the olden days, right, it's actually an interaction too. So when the opera sing, dun, 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 ching, and then they hold the position, right,
Yeah.
they're supposed to shout, good, like, how,
Yeah.
and then great, and then you must applause, you must shout. So this is a culture back in those days for Chinese opera. But now we are being adapted to the Western culture.
Westernized.
So when in Chinese music, like the classical traditional way that we play now, we also don't shout lah. I mean, it's not opera too, right? Yeah. But so when I started learning Indian music, and when after finish playing the alap already, people start giving the applause. Then I'm like, wow, so nice. And then after I played the Kapana Swaram, and then people also applause after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very encouraging.
They'll interrupt.
And very sweet. And really people are putting tala. So Ghana Sir is always reminding us, you must watch the tala, okay? Cannot miss the tala.
But must also make sure that you watch the person who puts the tala correctly.
Correctly. Not wrong, gone.
Yeah, because I remember I was in India. I was attending a concert. It was a fairly empty auditorium. Because it was like a morning 8:30 a.m. concert lah. So I was sitting there, and there's like one uncle sitting in front of me, and he's so involved in the performance, and he's just like putting tala all over. And then I was like, why not sitting? Something wrong. I looked at him. He's putting some random tala that the song is
Doesn't
not
match.
in, and he's like showing the mridangist. The mridangist is getting irritated because it's all wrong.
How you managed?
The mridangist just refused to look at him,
Okay.
and then just went on.
But
with
yeah,
his
as a
life.
singer, sometimes you put tala as well. Right?
Singer
Then you
is
show
easy.
him, you show him the right way. Hello.
I'm sitting behind him and I'm like, wow, this uncle is really being like very difficult. But he's a very old man. And like you feel bad lah because it's like really
Maybe
old.
he's doing contemporary tala.
Maybe. Like
Too
opposites
engrossed.
like that.
Too engrossed to show the side, right one. But sometimes I told like they interrupt because you say alap, oh your alap is so nice, so they will give you a clap. Then your Kalpana Swaram, your korve is interesting means they'll interrupt and clap. It's not like interrupting. They're appreciating that you are doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So that's how our body language is like that.
And that is beautiful, for a lot of cultures. Is it the same for Malay music too?
Malay music, we don't have that, but it applies to Arabic music. So like when people play the alap, or we call it the taksim, right? The person can play the gambus taksim
yes,
for
yes.
1 hour. And in between when they hear, wow, this one, they'll say, Allah.
Yeah. For us, they will say shabash, bale.
So, wow, mashallah. It's like to just praise God.
Bale
Very
means
good.
same like us. Sabash, bale. Not bale kampong, no. Bale means very good.
Bale is in Tamil.
It's a Sanskrit, Hindi.
It's I actually don't know where the origin of
Yes,
ballet
it's
comes
not even
from.
Sanskrit, I
But
think.
yeah, it's not.
Sabash is, yeah.
Sabash is ballet is just something very, I don't know, it's a very Carnatic music circle thing that if it's really good, they'll be like, Sabash, ballet. And then you're like, where does it come from? Nobody really knows.
How about
We want to go into Ghana's journey, the musical journey. We want to know actually how you started learning flute. Why the flute?
No, actually, I did not learn the flute first.
Oh.
I was a vocalist.
Oh.
But now Aditi is here, so don't want lah. So when I was a small child, I had to learn vocal from my father. My father is actually a pioneer musician of Singapore, Bulbul Tara Retnam. He used to play Bulbul Tara. It's like a Nagoya harp. It's actually a Japanese kind of instrument where it's very famous in those days Indian concerts. So, but I cannot play it because it's left-handed. So I cannot do like that, and it's very difficult. My father plays, so I kept it until now. Then recently, last 10 years ago, I gave it to Indian Heritage Center. It is exhibited there.
Wow.
So I don't know how to play it. So it's like so sad that it's very difficult to play that. It's Indian. Then I learned from him first. But my guru actually is Pandit M. Ramalingam. He was another pioneer in Singapore. He's the one who named me Ghanavenothan.
Oh.
My father never named me. I asked my father, why you never name me? Normally people say Firdaus must have F and all that, or Tan, Ta, Aditi, like that. Why you never tell me mine start with Ga, no? But the thing is that you say, no, I left the baby to my guru, and my guru carried, and sometimes I was crying or something, or making some noise. It has got some melody.
Mhm.
So he named as Ghanavenothan.
Oh.
I also didn't know until then, Ghana means music, Vinodhan means unique. So I didn't know until that. So I found that till now I said, that's my title already. I don't want any title. I like so I don't want all that, this title, that title. So this itself is my title. I learned from my guru after I became about 6 years old. So my father then called to my guru's house. So I used to go to my guru's house and learn. And then after that, when I come back, must practice first. Then only you get your breakfast.
Breakfast. So you go to his house very early morning.
No, my house.
Oh.
My mother wouldn't give me breakfast until I practice my music.
Oh.
I was like, so then my father said, don't worry, I'll tell Amma that you already practiced. My mother said, I never hear him. Oh my God. Then it's like, it's not a punishment, I tell you. Like, so everybody will be eating and smell the food. I have to play first. Then only I get a
But this one you were playing
flute. Now I started playing the flute. So my very first lesson is like, always I teach a student, foo, 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 no sound, no sound. I don't know sound, I cannot play, I don't play, no sound. Then my guru was so patient. So it's very patient. He said, how he said, Parvala, that means, never mind. You just blow a little harder, just feel the hole, and then you can just feel the hole and play because we cannot see, right? So we feel the hole, then I got the sound, and all happy already. So that's why then from then, I learned the flute. So I learned the flute, and then my Arangetram was in Tankrot Temple, age of 9. So I was like, after the Arangetram, I've disappeared.
Oh.
They're also searching for me to give the prize and all that. The award, they will give some token, right? Then I disappeared. Where was I? I was down there in the temple inside, got cow shed. I was playing with the cows and all that. And this was like, real no Tankrot down there, the time got cow shed. Amma will know.
Yeah, maybe.
So then I had a very good time. Then after that, they come and scolded me. So then, wait. But then I had a good time with my guru. So this is a very, very different learning process because my guru is a vocalist. He's not a flute player. But he used to draw the chart. This is Sa, this is Re, this is Ga. So I had to feel and then hear, and my listening comprehension we have in schools like that. My listening was quite better at the time. So I listened and I read. So I learned that.
So your guru doesn't play the flute?
No.
He will just give you the chart and then you play on your own?
Yeah, he will show me the chart and I have to... it was very difficult process without being a guru. And my guru has been a guru for so many music persons in Singapore, like Lalita Vaidyanathan's sister, Vijayam. Mrs. Shanta Bhaskar learned vocal from... a lot of people learned from him. And I was the last student.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to know, sir, Mrs. Lalita, what instrument she play?
No, that time she played violin.
Oh, violin.
Yeah. But she never learned from him. But her sister, Vijayam. Vijayam and another sister, Vimala, all learned from him.
I see.
The last disciple is very important,
Yeah.
Important. Same for Chinese. Is it the same for, like, so in China, right? Like, for example, they also have like a closed door disciple, they always say. It's a closed door, then also the last disciple.
Oh.
Yeah, and all the knowledge will pass to
Wow.
like
Exactly
the Kung Fu master.
Exactly what happened. All the knowledge was passed.
So is it the same for Indians?
He was
too,
very fond of me.
Yeah.
Is that the same for the Malay Cikgu? Cikgu got last disciple or not?
I don't think so lah, because knowledge is very limited really on our side. So
But the grandmaster, they even for it's the same also for the monks as well.
Oh.
No, is it?
Some great monks, right? They don't take all like new monks. You have to go under a master, right?
Yeah.
And this master, if they are very powerful, and respectable, they don't take anyone to come to them. You can go to his disciple. So you become the great
Ah.
God. You know
Yeah, lah.
the hierarchy becomes different.
Yep.
Yeah. But so there are monks that it's very particular where and who you
Pick lah.
become
Yeah,
a monk
monk,
from.
yeah.
Who is your master?
That's there in Indian music as well.
Yeah,
Like
we have.
the teacher that you go to, because you are always known by the person that taught you. So if
How
I
famous
sing,
you are.
the first thing they would ask is, who is your teacher?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
they don't really care who you are, but
But
if you have
who
done a
is your
good
teacher?
job, they care about who the teacher is. So it's very important every time to do a good job, because it's really not about the person who's performing, but it's the teacher's reputation that you
correct.
are carrying forward with you.
And if you
Oh,
perform badly
yeah.
also, who's your teacher?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's right. Then you can see Aditi sings so well, right? Wow, your teacher must be
Aditi's
so
Aditi's
good.
always scared when she sits in front of a mic to sing, because I do not want to disappoint my teachers.
But it's always a pleasure. Yeah, but these Guru Shishya Parambara are very different, So the Guru will call the Shishya to come to the house, and the Shishya will stay in the house, and then will do all the daily chores for him or her, going to market. Down there, that time don't have a bicycle or transport. Walk and buy the groceries, come and then do the housework. And then before the Guru retires to sleep, then he'll give you some knowledge of singing. While sleeping, you put massage, and then that time also he will give you lesson.
So you
Yeah.
press faster,
Press, yeah.
the music faster. Also.
No,
You
the-
control the tala.
I always tell my students, you're so lucky, you're not like that. You just come, take MRT, come 1 hour class and go back.
But did
Wow.
you learn that way with your teacher?
My teacher, because he's so good for me, he will come and give me food first.
Ah.
Because his wife cooks so well. So
That's
I
why
eat
lah.
first.
When I first went to classes, in the past I always go for my Chinese flute teacher class, and my teacher is very Chinese and very traditional, so we have classes and very proper
Yep.
classes. But Ghana sir is very different. He really make us feel like home, and he's like his kids. So the children will all sit one round, and then he will say, okay, come, let's listen to him, and then everybody will applause, and then say, oh, very good, okay. Then he will take out the chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay,
Incentive.
you can take one chocolate. Then the kids will like one
Yeah.
whole full
Handful,
chocolate,
yeah.
handful, and then put in the pocket.
Wow.
And then say, sir, I haven't taken. He say empty. Then Ghana say, you don't think I don't
It's
know.
only kids. Sometimes kids are too
So
kidding.
cute, eh.
So I just like to play with them. For once they go a little older, I'm very strict with them.
Oh.
Yeah, he's never strict. I've never seen Ghana so
I want to
angry.
see Sir scold
I also
people.
want to see Ghana so scold.
I know my guru was so loving to me, and even he never scolds me if I play wrongly. I would say, you could have done this way. This gamakam is better. Your raga modulation could be better. He never scolds me. So that's why I say I shouldn't scold my students also lah. So like that. I don't know how
Oh, you lucky,
how
ah.
to be strict.
Yeah.
If not like our teacher, stupid!
Yeah, like my teacher.
No, my teacher will
How your
always.
teacher scolded you?
Oh, my teacher has said all kinds of things. My teacher told me that I should never sing in my life because
Yo.
I'm a waste of a
Where
human
got
being.
like that? So nicely you're singing.
When I sang, I made one mistake. He's like, "Oh my God, you're the worst excuse for a human being."
How can?
Sing.
You sang so well.
But I mean,
That's why you improved lah.
yeah lah.
Yeah. Okay. I understand. Yeah.
No, actually I was a very good boy.
I was the perfect student, but I got the most scolding.
They would like to always scold the perfect students so that they will be more better.
That's why you never
Yes,
score us because you're not perfect, right? Beyond hope already.
No,
Play so bad, but
it's just
okay lah.
the scolding is for you to chisel and make your statue even more beautiful.
Oh,
wow.
That's how you be sculptured by him
Oh,
to
okay.
become such a beautiful singer.
Let's
That's
just
how.
try to believe that lah.
And I've seen his master also. His master so nice, also very loving.
Yeah. I've been learning from him since I was in primary
Yeah,
school, so he
and
literally
Saw you grow up,
me
right?
growing up. So just like we talk about gurus, right? In Indian music and culture, guru is very important. I'm
Yeah.
sure you also acknowledge your gurus in your biography, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Is
Of
it
course.
a must to do that?
It's actually like for Aditi and myself, the first guru is our parents. Her
Oh,
mother
Yeah,
was
my
first
mom
guru,
was my first teacher.
and then my father. So we must put first initiated from my father first. Then later on we'll put the other gurus. We have to go. So it's not only as she said. They know us through who are our masters.
Mm.
Yeah.
So then they will, there, you learn from them. You learn from here, Kalakshetra, wow. Then
I mean, it's not compulsory to put it in the bio, but I think
Your teacher will get angry, if
my
you-
teacher doesn't know
No,
half the
even
things I
I
do
won't
lah.
get angry if my students don't put. But it's just that they like to put my name. They said they also like to appreciate me, see. So I go anytime I go see my students perform like Raga or Niranjan, they mention learn from me. I'm so feisty. It's not compulsory as Aditi says. It's just up to you. It's a goodwill. It's on goodwill that you're putting your name.
But when they write, it's good to show appreciation.
Exactly.
It's a form of respect, I think. You know, you're just
It's
respecting
respect.
the people who made you who you are.
Yeah, the Guru Namaskaram. They give good respect to the Guru. Yeah.
So in Chinese, right, the Chinese culture we also try to acknowledge, and there's a saying called 饮水思源, means that when drinking the water, you know where the water source comes from. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's and my teachers we are in the whole line of great grandmasters too. So when he taught me music, he always emphasized, Master Zhao was teaching this, when I was young, what happened. So I feel very connected, like how he actually, just like how Ghana said, he's actually also sharing the story of what his guru taught him. And then he's passing on. They say, my guru doesn't scold me, right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't scold us as disciple and students from learning from him. So I guess that is really very nice. And this is what the Chinese also try to inculcate. So I think Aditi is also, because right from the start when we started the episode, I was introducing Aditi, and I got to know Aditi because of you.
Yep.
So even friendship too, right? We try to know that, because of this person, then we get to know new friends.
And during Aditi's school days, I used to judge talent time. So she will come standing right in front of the mic. Then she will smile at me. I won't smile her back. Because the other judges will look at me. So I don't want to say that I know her.
You never buy chocolate
Conflict
for
of interest. Then she will sing nicely. Of course, I will put nice marks as usual. Then the other judges also will put, first prize. Wow.
Oh. Which year was it? Do you still remember?
Oh, all the way between. So I've been
Always
only
first prize for
counted.
many years.
Yeah, for many
Radio
years lah.
contest and all
Boring
that.
already.
Radio school,
She
inter-school
sings a lot of
competition.
nice songs.
Wow.
So from primary 1 till sec 4,
Very
every
innocent
year
girl.
they will see my
So-
face. They'll be like, this one, ayo.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
innocent.
give people a chance lah.
It seems like we have come to the end of our episode with Dr. Ghana. Round of applause for him. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share our video on Impressions of Nanyang Arts Association, okay? We will see you at the next episode. Before we leave for the next episode, I think we'll see Mr. Ghana again, right, Dr. Ghana?
Of course.
Yeah, so if you want to see him, comment, I want Dr. Ghana. Not the chocolate, Dr. Ghana, not for his chocolate, okay? Okay, and with that, I'm Firdaus.
I'm Aditi.
I'm Ghana.
I'm Qing Lun.
Yes.
And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.